Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to PD and Pieces. Today we're going to be diving into two common terms in early literacy, rhyme and rhyme. We're going to discuss what they are, the differences between them, and then why they're important in your early literacy classroom. So let's get right to it. So let's start with rhyme, R-H-Y-M-E. This rhyme refers to the repetition of sounds at the end of words. So when words rhyme, they share the same ending sound, starting from the vowel sound through the end of all the consonant sounds within that word or syllable. Now, this is a phonological awareness skill at the syllable level. So let's take a look at some examples. First, we have the words cat and mat. If you listen to them, they sound the same at the end. Cat, mat, these are rhyming words. When you actually look at the way that these words are spelled, you'll see that they are spelled the same at the end too, right? We have the AT for cat and we have the AT for mat. Let's take a look at another example. We have the words kite and night. Okay, these words sound the same at the end. They share the same vowel sound and ending consonant sound. However, when you look at the way that they're spelled, you'll notice that they don't spell or they're not spelled using the same letters, right? But however, they still rhyme. So it's important to note that words don't have to be spelled the same in order to rhyme. Rhyme has to do with sound. Rhyming words are words that share the same sound from the vowel to the end of the word. Now let's talk about the other rhyme spelled R-I-M-E. This rhyme is a term that refers to the vowel letter and string of ending consonant letters within a single syllable. So in the one syllable word gab, the rhyme within this word is the letters A, B. The part that comes before that is considered the onset. Let's look at some other examples, like in the word tab, drab, or crab. Can you identify the rhyme in those words? They also are the AV, right? Now, if you listen to these words, gab, tab, drab, crab, these are actually considered rhyming words, okay? So RHYMING, rhyming. So they are rhyming words, but they happen to share the same rhyme or strand of letters from the vowel to the ending consonants. Let's take a look at another set of examples. In the word disc or risk or brisk, can you identify the rhyme? R-I-M-E. Okay, it's actually the letters I-S-K. Okay, in all of those words. And again, if you listen to those words, disc, risk, brisk, these are words that rhyme because they sound alike at the end as well. But take a look at these words, move and love. Okay, what do you notice about those words? They share the same rhyme, R-I-M-E, but they do not rhyme. So it's important to know that there are going to be some words like move and love that include the same rhyme that we're talking about here on this slide, but they don't sound alike, and so they don't rhyme R-H-Y-M-E. Oftentimes, these two terms overlap, but not always. So why are these types of rhyme important? This rhyme, well, understanding rhymes, helps students recognize word patterns. So when kids can read words like cat, then they can more easily read similar words that share the same patterns, like bat, hat, and sat. That's because they've learned to recognize the rhyme at, right? So this is really helpful, especially for our young learners, to be able to apply to their reading knowledge. Let's wrap up really quickly about what we learned today about rhyme and rhyme. Rhyme, R-H-Y-M-E, has to do with sound. It's words that sound alike, like bat, hat, or drone and cone. The other rhyme has to do with the written letters, the vowel, as well as the ending consonants within a syllable. So I hope now you know a lot about rhyme versus rhyme, and you can easily differentiate and know why they're both important for our early literacy learners. Thanks for joining me today.